How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Mojo Group. Mike here. Today I am back in the hangar and I'm going to use the opportunity for this video to answer more of your questions. I actually wrote them down. Actually, I only wrote 5 down, but I'll take my time in answering them. And these are the most common questions, by the way. I get a ton of them through the comments, through email. So let's take some time to answer them. Why do you need a parachute? This is the most random thing, but I've gotten this question too many times. Why do you need a parachute? Like this airplane sitting behind me has a parachute. A lot of new modern airplanes will have the option for a parachute in some standard, like a Cirrus. So why do you need a parachute? I think the better question is, why would you not want a parachute? I think in the pilot community, we tend to think of ourselves more than we really are. This is just my opinion, right? And I've heard things like, well, a parachute will make you less skilled of a pilot, or will make you a more lazy pilot, will make you depend on something that you can't control. And this is true. If a pilot finds themselves in a bad situation, they pull the parachute, you technically have no more control of that aircraft, right? The parachute now is taking you wherever it's taking you. And so for some pilots, they don't like the idea of losing complete control of the aircraft. Well, here's a news flash. Chances are that parachute is gonna save you more than you will save yourself in some situations. So I think a better question would have been, why would you not want one? No matter how you feel as a pilot, I think that it makes sense to have one, honestly. Even though you hope to never use it, I think having an extra safety tool on board would do anybody good. The answer is, why do you need a parachute? Because it will save your damn life. That's why you need one. All right, question number 2. How long does it take to become a pilot? If you've heard me say many times, when it comes to flight training, the most important factor of flight training is the time. It's usually not the money, because how long you take equal how much you spend in most cases. If you're looking to just become a private pilot, you can earn your private pilot license in about 3 months if you fly often. By often, I mean 3 to 4 times a week, okay, and you knock all of your stuff out, you can get it done in 3 months. But I've met people who took 5 years to get a private pilot done. I've met people who got to almost the finish line and just stopped. And the truth is, life happens. Unfortunately, flying and pilotage is a very perishable skill. So if you don't stay with it, you're likely going to lose it. My answer is 3 months or 5 years. And really, how long it takes depends on you and your learning curve. If you show up and you fly consistently, you can get it done in a matter of a few months. Oh, I like this one. Can you really make millions of dollars as a pilot? They're talking about a professional pilot. Can you make millions of dollars? So this question came recently from a reel that we uploaded on Instagram, which, by the way, if you're not following Mojo Group on Instagram, please, at Mojo Group, go follow Mojo Group right now on Instagram and on TikTok. So we posted a video where we briefly discussed the salary, expected salary of an airline pilot. Man, that video it was split in between. Some people thought we were full of BS. Some pilots, captains actually came and said, hey, this can be true. To answer this question, can you really make millions of dollars? My answer is yes, but you have to do the math correctly. Generally, if you're looking to build a career and become an airline pilot, that career path is lucrative. Here's how it starts. Right now, as a first officer, or say your entry-level pay, it's about $110,000. And this is when you fly for the major airliners, Delta, American, and so on and so forth. You're starting at around $110,000. That's your base pay. By year 3, you're making about $250,000. I promise you, I'm not making this number up. These numbers came directly from pilots, captains who were flying for the airline. So by year 3, you do things right and you build your seniority. Chances are you'll be making about $250,000 per year. By year 8 to 10, you're going to be between $400,000 and $500,000. Again, not coming directly from me. As a matter of fact, I took this question to my friends who are captains. I even took it to the guy who trained me how to fly. Okay, so 10 years ago when I started flying, the man who trained me, who taught me how to fly, he's been flying for the airlines for 8 years. And I asked him, hey, how much did you make last year? And he told me I made over $400,000. I say that to say, in the span of a decently long career, so we're talking 20 to 30 years, you would have earned millions of dollars as a career pilot. When you calculate your base pay, you also calculate the benefits that you get, retirement, profit sharing, and so on and so forth. It adds up. Within a few decades, you would have earned millions of dollars as an airline pilot or a career pilot, because airlines is not the only way to go. Trust me. Okay, so next question. Why aren't you uploading as much? I need to make a dedicated video for this. Life is happening. That is the simplest answer. There's a difference between being by myself, being a bachelor, even when you first get married. So this is the story of my life. I started making videos when it was just me and my girlfriend at the time. And years later, we got married and we had like a good honeymoon stage for a good 2 to 3 years. Now, first baby came along, right? And I was still cranking out videos because I really was dedicated to this. Baby number 2 came along. The slowdown started to happen. That's my long answer to say that life is happening. There's a lot happening around Mojo world outside of YouTube videos, and I greatly appreciate all the support that I've gotten. And for those of you who continue to watch my videos, I still try to make as many videos as I can, but the main reason I haven't been consistent in posting 2 to 3 videos a week is because life is happening. Even now, I barely have the capacity to post once a week, but I'm getting back on it. Like I'm making this video. It's a matter of that. And I talk about this, believe it or not, to other creators. And if you do your research in the last couple of years, you've had quite a bit of creators actually quit, just left YouTube, because it gets tasking, especially when you have a family and you have other obligation. So that's my excuse, is that life is happening pretty fast, and I've also got other obligations outside of YouTube. But I try to be consistent with it, which, by the way, it helps when you subscribe, it helps when you watch the video, and it helps when you share the videos, because all of this stuff, I do have to make time for it. And so it's time put into it, and it's time to make the video, to edit, to publish, all that good stuff. So please make sure you watch it, share it. That helps with the creation of it. So that's why I haven't been making a ton of videos. All right, I'll finish up with this because I gotta go. How can I become a pilot? I should actually put this next to other pilot stuff. How can you become a pilot? Adjacent to that question is, what's the first step of becoming a pilot? And as I've said in previous videos, is in the past, I would have said, hey, go for a demo flight. Generally, you go for a demo flight, you either catch the bug there or the bug is already there and you want to learn how to fly. But now, having operated a flight school for the last few years, I can tell you that the very first step that I would advise you today is 1, start taking ground lessons, and 2, go get your medical certificate. Those are the 2 easiest things that you can do that would not cost you much. And I say that because I've seen the worst reverse of it, where somebody will start with the pilot training and they're still waiting on their medical. And that can really suck, because guess what? You can train all you want, you can have fun, you can learn, but you're not able to get a student certificate or solo if you don't have a medical certificate by the FAA. So what I say is, try and get that done, but also start with the knowledge. Start taking some ground lessons. There's a ton of stuff on here on YouTube or anywhere online where you can get free information. And of course, you can opt in our ground school, agroundschool.com, where you can start with that first step. It's a much affordable entry where you're not spending thousands of dollars to get the information. You're paying a simple subscription fee and you get access to private pilot course, instrument, commercial, all the 9 yards. So start with ground school and then see how you progress with that. As a matter of fact, I would prefer that you start with ground and go take the written exam, pass your written exam, and that way, when you walk into a school or you get access to an airplane, all you focus on is learn how to fly that airplane. That is my answer to how can I become a pilot? Start with ground school, get your medical certificate done. Okay, that is my spiel. I will get you another 5 answers perhaps in the next video, but I do want to thank you for watching my stuff, man. If you have any questions, leave in the comments below. Again, my name is Mike. Hope you guys are doing well and keeping safe, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.